Hey guys, welcome back to another cracking edition of MotoBrewski. So, Wyoming. It's a land of wide open spaces and endless possibilities. Today, we're heading out to explore the Wyoming backcountry discovery route known as the Wyoming BDR. We're starting from Denver, making our way to Auburn Sky Lodging about 5 hours away. It's the first stop on our journey, just the edge of what's to come. Riding with me today are Garth and Robbie on their KTM 890 Adventure R's, and I'm on the 2023 KTM500 EXCF. Together we'll be navigating the back roads and discovering some of the hidden gems of this beautiful state. So Garth, aka Garth, has arrived. Yeah, you can just put in here, bro. Garth.
What's happening?
What's happening, brother? You good?
Oh, lekker.
Yeah? What's happening, bro?
Ready for the adventures.
Yeah, we are.
Nice.
How was the trailer experience?
Easy peasy. Easy peasy, not bad. My makeshift fork saver.
Thinking outside the box, dude.
There you go.
It looks good. I thought your tusk bags were bigger.
No, I went for the smallest ones possible. I didn't want...
What's that, the 10?
No idea. I went the smallest. You know, last minute purchases, you're just like searching.
Yeah. Are you excited, man?
I am, very much so. You know, the problem is the bigger the bag, the more shit you put in. So I was like, and then you just get heavier and heavier. So I was like, no, smallest as possible. And then
Nice, man.
limit us.
Looks good.
Yeah.
Looks really good.
A few scratches from last time, but that's what it's about, right?
Yeah, man. Robbie, Bobby.
Bitches need a ride.
Hey, what's happening? How you doing, brother?
What's up, gangster? Bring it in.
Got ourselves a little trailer.
That's it. We're ready to rock and roll.
Okay. And that bike looks clean. Did you get a new bike?
It's got a few extra love marks from the last ride. But a little bit of clean green.
Cool, man. Well, I guess we got to load your bike up first.
Yeah.
So I'll back her in.
Very nice. Very nice. We're going on a motorbike adventure ride.
It's a lot of KTM. And a lot of fresh rubber.
No street.
So this here is a biltong. What is jerky, basically? But it's
similar, but I guess generally jerky you smoke. So I guess that's a bit of a difference of it.
this is way better than jerky, dude.
Yeah. Jerky, I guess they also use a lot more spices and flavoring. It's a lot more, depending on which ones, right? But sweeter.
I guess drier too, right? It's like a.
Well, it's sweeter. It's more like barbecue-y.
Like this is done.
This is like still has steak
Yeah.
texture to it.
Super yummy, man.
Well, I cure it until it's about medium rare. So it's still pink on the inside, black on the outside. That's
How long does it take to cure it then?
I'm not thinking of the cuts, but it's like 3 to 5 days. But I found like 4 days is the sweet spot. Like I'm also been doing bigger pieces,
Oh.
thicker. So
Are you planning on selling it like Goth?
nah,
Biltong?
Goth Boltog, Bartholomew's Boltog.
Now, in case you're wondering, biltong is a South African staple. It's the perfect adventure snack. Air-dried, spiced just right, and packed with protein. Lightweight and easy to carry, it's a favorite for days like this.
Did you bring anything this weekend? Matt?
I brought some gummies.
Fucking always, you can't watch what I say, always with the camera.
Cool, so we just arrived in Steamboats. No major events. Apart from these two clowns I have to spend the next 3 days with. First time in Steamboat, very cool. Just gonna get a bite to eat. We're about an hour away from where we need to be. Yeah, living the dream.
Yeah. But did you not want to go to bags to get? Did you not need anything?
I don't think anything is open in
Okay.
Yeah, I reckon we just keep hitting this road, eh?
No, so well then, yeah, there's bags, and this is just taking us directly to Dixon, and then it's going to keep us straight, yeah. But you know what?
What?
I can't break traditions.
Oh yeah, what's that?
We've hit the dirt road. I need a beer.
We'll crack it open, son. So we just arrived. Long day.
Stop the madness.
You're a madness. Oh yes, the bright lights of Wyoming accommodation. Staying in a barn. That's snuggy. MotoBrewski Mountain. This place is cool, man. Nice. So we've just, well, I've just woken up. Robbie and Goth are passed out. So, but welcome to Wyoming. On the morning of the first day, we left Auburn Sky Lodge and headed on to a town called Encampment along the Wyoming BDR. Now, Encampment is a small town with a big history. Nestled at just over 7,000 feet, it's home to around 400 people, where the past meets the rugged beauty of the Medicine Bow National Forest. Encampment was originally a copper mining town, but today it's a gateway to adventure, surrounded by rivers, forest, and endless trails. Jesus. What is going on here? Having a proper roll. So Wyoming is the 10th largest state by landmass in the US. Interestingly, however, it only has around about 600,000 people that actually inhabit the state. However, in terms of cows, there's over 1 million cows. That's more cows per square mile than there are actual humans. As you'll see throughout this video series, cows are a constant navigational issue.
Like the mud is rutted these trails out of there.
So as Robbie was saying, this trail was particularly rutted out from recent rainfall. And before we left for this particular 3-day ride, we looked at the weather as you do, and there was 0 chance of any rain forecast, none. And as you're about to see, these trails became incredibly tough because the weather just deteriorated in some major way, which made the conditions incredibly challenging to ride. In fact, it is not recommended to ride the Wyoming BDR if the conditions become subject to incredible amounts of rainfall, which is exactly what happened to us. Riding in the backcountry comes with its own set of challenges, and staying connected is one of them. Our cardo units were struggling to keep up, dropping in and out of range just when we needed them most.
Today it's not working very far. It's like,
No. Do you have an antenna on that thing? No.
Did you find it slippery at all back there when you were coming through? It's okay right now, right? So, do you think this is the BDR?
yeah,
Really?
this is the route.
Oh, so we're going right here?
Yeah.
Now out here on the Wyoming BDR, dropping a bike is almost a rite of passage, you see, because it's not a matter of if, but when. However, in this case, Robert gave us our first drop of the day while just trying to get onto his bike. Way to do it, buddy. Way to do it. There was an interesting mounting strategy, Rob.
Oh, your bottle.
That's the second time these boots have got still going. Second time these boots have gotten hot and just
Yeah, you good?
Oh my word. 890 electronics. The rain's coming down harder now, and we're about to hit Bridger Peak, one of the toughest climbs on section 1 of the Wyoming BDR. Loose rocks, steep switchbacks, and slick mud. This is where the ride gets real, where every move counts, and boy, is it freezing cold. You literally can't feel my fucking hands, dude.
Numb fingers, baby.
Yeah. Can you hear me, Rob? We're on the climb up Bridger Peak now, and it's brutal. The rain is relentless, turning this trail into a slippery, rocky mess. But that's exactly why we came here, to get the most challenging riding experience on the Wyoming BDR.
Yeah, I had to take off the goggles.
We're pushing up Bridger Peak now, and our visors and our goggles are just misting up. Visibility is literally zero. Every few seconds, we're trying to clear them, but the rain just makes it a constant losing battle. And that makes even the smallest challenges feel huge.
Wipe the lens here. Ha ha ha! Ha 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 ha! Yeah, fresh tires for the win.
Now, the KTM 890s are built for adventure, but in these conditions, their weight becomes a real challenge. Almost 470 pounds of bikes sliding on wet, slick trails. It takes a lot to keep them upright.
So boring if it was dry.
And here we go, Garth's first drop of the day, right into the mud. One slip and down he goes. The mud's slick and it's catching us clearly off guard. Oh!
Hang on.
Yeah. 3, 2, 1, go!
This is ridiculous. I'm so glad I'm on a 500, I can't tell you. Let's go, boys. In these conditions, it's so easy to miss a turn because you're so focused on what's right in front of you. Every rock, every rut, just trying to keep the bike upright. But one missed turn and you're off course. And out here, that's the last thing you need.
Fingers are numb, baby.
Yeah, that's bad. Dude, was that dog chasing you?
No, there was two. There was a golden and a border collie.
That thing was chasing me for like 500 meters.
No, they were chilled with me.
Were they?
Yeah. So this is the top of the peak. Look at the beautiful view. What a view. Yes.
What a view.
Wow.
What a view.
It's incredible. You can
That's
see
a
for
few
miles.
15 feet.
That was a tricky little start on that fucking bank where we had to turn back on ourselves.
Yeah.
All right.
Your hips.
Having reached the top of Bridger Peak, it was time to head down towards encampment for some much needed Irish coffees, hot chocolate and rum, anything really to lift the spirits, get some food, and then head on up to our campsite for the night. Finally, we roll into encampment with a population of 452 people. Crazy. After hours of tough riding, it's a welcome sight. Now, encampment may be small, but out here, it's just what we need. So here we are, boys. How's your whiskey and coffee?
Oh, Irish coffee for the win. Getting me all warm from the inside out.
Fuzzy.
You know the waitress prefers me over you, right?
I don't know why you boys
She winked
even
at me.
think. I don't even know why you boys think you're in competition.
Like we have a chance.
Yeah, come on.
Oh, it's like bit of rum and hot chocolate.
Mm.
Some amaretto too?
No, Amarula.
Amarula.
You know what Amarula is?
I do not.
It's It's like like Bailey's cream.
Oh, uh-huh.
But it's the African version.
Oh,
So they
okay.
make it from the amarula tree, from the fruit.
Oh, okay.
And that's actually what the elephants and the monkeys and all the animals get drunk on in Africa.
Okay.
You must Google it one day.
I know.
Animals drunk in Africa, and you'll see, because they eat that falls down, it ferments, and they eat it.
Not so prevalent in Canada.
No, not so much.
So on the way home, things start happening to them.
Well, it does take an African to know Africa. But enough of that shit. We need to get on with the show.
What's going on, dude?
Fork seals, they're gone. Or at least one's gone. The other's going to obviously blow a little bit later.
What causes a fork seal to blow?
Just overpressure. So obviously going over those rocks. Just pop the seal. So, yeah, it's going to be an interesting rest of the ride without having a front suspension.
Suspension, yeah.
And limited front brakes now with some oil on them. Hopefully they'll burn off.
With Garth's front seal fork being ruptured, it really wasn't an ideal situation for Garth to be in, given the fact that this was only the first day of a 3-day ride. So what we did was we headed on over to a local store, hoping that they had something to help Garth make a makeshift repair, because quite frankly, out here in Wyoming, being so remote, you make do with what you've got.
So we're about to leave encampment and head up to Libby Lake. I think we're still on section 1 of the Wyoming BDR. Garth's trying to do some makeshift repairs to his front fork seal, which is blown. Part of the course, I suppose. But yeah, hopefully we don't get caught in another torrential downpour. It's so unpredictable here. But anyway, onwards and upwards, that's what adventure's about.
So we're packed up and leaving encampment and heading toward Rob Roy Reservoir. The ride ahead takes us deeper into the Medicine Bow National Forest. It's about 50 miles of winding trails with plenty of rough spots along the way. We're hoping to reach the reservoir by late afternoon to set up our camp for the night. Now, as you can see, Garth is absolutely nowhere to be seen. Turns out we found out later that he was tapping out at 126 miles an hour. That's over 200 kilometers an hour on this here gravel road with a ruptured front fork seal. Absolutely love it. Out here in Wyoming, it's not just the riders who roam free. Wild horses still run across these open plains, symbols of untamed spirit and raw freedom. They've been here for generations, surviving harsh winters, blistering summers, and the ever-changing landscape. A reminder that in the wild, it's the strong and the free that endure.
very, very, very pretty here in Wyoming.
As we make our way to a place called Rob Roy Reservoir, the impact of the Mullen fire is evident. This wildfire burned over 175,000 acres in 2020, making it one of the largest in Wyoming's history. The fire swept through the Medicine Bow National Forest, leaving blackened trees and ash-covered ground in its wake. But there are signs of recovery. New growth is emerging, grasses, wildflowers, and young trees pushing through the ash. The ecosystem is slowly regenerating thanks to natural resilience and restoration efforts by forest services. While full recovery could take decades, the landscape is showing progress, and out here it's a constant balance between destruction and renewal.
Found this awesome view. This is well worth it, eh?
Yeah, it's freaking epic.
Dude, what a load of fun just ripping it up that road. Must have been a pretty devastating fire when it came through, eh?
Huge. As far as you could see. Got some firewood if you need some.
Yep. Sure.
Hey, you can't park there, mate.
We finally arrive at Rob Roy Reservoir, looking for a place to set up camp. The reservoir sits high in the Medicine Bow National Forest, surrounded by dense pines and the sound of water lapping up against the shore. It's the perfect spot after a long day of riding, a chance to rest, recharge, and enjoy the calm before we hit the trails again tomorrow. Tonight it's just us, the bikes, and the quiet of the Wyoming wilderness, and in the rain too.
Have a bike, we'll find camp spots. Well, I guess this is where we're camping. Is it more dry down there, Robbie? Yeah.
Other questions are we allowed?
The only bummer is there's no cell service.
So we found this cool spot right here by the lake, and the rain has not stopped. It's fucking irritating. I'm trying to make a fire, trying to find dry wood. Plus side though, check where we are. Even though we're in the rain, can think of worse places to be. First time I'm using that tent. Very good, by the way. There's the beast, Robbie. Adventure riding, baby. Just gotta suck it up. Let's go. What you got there, Rob?
Staying hydrated.
Is that what you call it? Well, it's a pity about the weather. If it was hot, dude, imagine this place would be epic, eh?
You're either an adventure rider or you're not.
But we're in the safe hands of God. Yeah, baby.
Is that a piece of furniture?
It's fucking great, right?
Wow.
Got it.
Got it, boy.
Got it anyway.
Yeah.
There we are. Come on, son. You know you want to. Come on.
Go, baby, go.
Blue skies, let's go, baby. Come on, we need it. Gotta make some fires tonight, otherwise we're going to bed hungry. It's the first blue sky I've seen in Wyoming.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, it's just before we left.
Yeah. Rain, rain, go away. Come again another day.
Look at this. Wow.
Come on, there we go. That's what we want. Please, please, please.
Yes.
Let's go. Come on.
After an entire day of riding in the rain, the sun finally comes out. It's an awesome way to end a really tough day on the Wyoming BDR. It feels good to see the colors of the landscape again, and a break in the weather is really what we've all been waiting for.
This is not cold. This is Cape Town Sea. Bro, you're a Cape Townian. This is Cape Town Sea.
This is cool for me.
Oh, let's see. Oh, let's see. Oh,
big rocks.
Robbie, you just hit the shit. It's fucking for me, boys. Come on, you Cape Townian. Yeah, exactly.
This ain't
What you worried about, bro?
This is like a cold
Let's
shower.
get the tubes. Well, listen. You got a tube. I've got 2 tubes. Tomorrow morning, we just fucking tube. Chicken and a puss.
Break back Mercer Mountain. I can't believe you packed a machete.
Why not? I mean, it's just a knife, big knife.
Well, you did see a bear today.
I did see a bear.
Oh my gosh, I'm so pumped for that. Protein, dude. Yeah. Biltong, baby. South African delicacy.
When we were here and that sun came out and you went, yeah! I was like, yeah! And I looked and I was like, it's not for a fad. It's not a 5-minute sun. It's here. I was like, yes. Oh, that flat open where I could go. It was like 6 gear pinned. I had it like to the tilt and it wasn't going any faster. I was just like, yeah! And then it doesn't need to be technical. It was just like a slight turn, but you're doing 120 miles. So it's like, yeah, and you're like, yeah. You feel like Ross Branch. You're like, yeah. It was so funny, man. Yeah, I was overtaking you. Like you were going in the front, like at the end there. You were going, and then I was like, oh, let me take you. And then I was like, oh shit, there's a corner. I was like, oh, 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 oh. And I think you were also at the same boat. We were both like, oh, whoa, 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 whoa. And we went into that corner fucking hot on the brakes, bro. Part of adventure riding.
I will say this. The best part of my day was spending with you guys.
Puss, fire. Zack. How's your picture now, bitch? Yes, my toes are numb. My toes are famous.
Should you move your shoes out of the way? Like, what?
Crispy, baby.
It's really nice.
Crispy.
I can smell burning rubber. I literally,
No, they're gonna be on fire.
I literally smell burning fire.
But they're not.
I smell fucking burning rubber.
Do you really?
Like, oh no, that thing's on fire. That is burning.
It's not.
That is literally burning.
Dude, listen, I can literally feel nothing.
Look, oh, they busted apart.
What?
Yeah. So dumb. Oh. Ah! Put him in the water. Yeah, that shoe is fully split.
Yeah. Is it really?
This one is, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That was so funny. So funny. Yeah, but you're right. With these pine forests, bro, you can't go around. Fires go quickly. Those fires in Colorado, huge square meterage.
But right here, it's like two,
No,
2 feet from the that.
From the water.
Yeah. There's this whole area.
No,
The ground
we've
is
got
soaking
this.
wet. It's like
We've got
it's a
this
miracle
down.
we even got.
We even got a fire.
Sometimes we make good decisions in life, and then
Yeah, once in a
sometimes you
while.
make others.
Oh yeah. Can't wait to get back on the bike. But this place is awesome. Morning MotoBrewskis. It's day 2. So we're right here by the river, or the lake I should say. It's 6 o'clock in the morning. And if you can't tell, it's very cold by the water. So I'm going to make myself a regmaker, as they say in South Africa. Coffee and whiskey to start the day. Yeah, crazy day yesterday, man, but it was genuinely awesome. So we get to do it all again today. Just living the dream, man.
Morning of day 2, and it wasn't the best night for me. My air mattress went flat, so I spent the entire night on the cold, wet ground. Not exactly the rest I was hoping for, but it's all part of the adventure. Time to pack up and keep moving.
Yes.
How's it?
Morning of day 2, and we're back on the bike heading to a place called Centennial for some breakfast. After a very, very rough night at Rob Roy, we're ready for a warm meal and a break. It's a straightforward ride, nothing too crazy, just looking forward to a hot cup of coffee and some food to start the day.
Early morning river crossing.
Rolling into Centennial, and the view is unreal. Wide open valleys, rugged hills, and the mountain range rising in the distance. This is the perfect lead up to a quiet mountain town and a well-earned breakfast.
breakfast. And this food's actually pretty good.
Very delicious.
Everything's the same color, you know, brown or fried. Nothing special.
You guys are matchy.
Matchy.
Alrighty, so we just got some gas, and we're gonna head out to Elk Mountain or Elk Town or something, and see where we want to go from there. It's about 70 miles or an hour and a half. It's all deadly.
As we make our way through a place called Nash Fork, it's easy to get lost in the beauty of this landscape, but there's also a deep history here. Long before these trails saw the trade of adventure bikes, this land was home to Native American tribes like the Shoshone, Arapaho, and the Cheyenne. They lived in harmony with the wilderness, using these forests, creeks, and valleys for hunting, gathering, and their own sacred traditions. Today, however, Nash Fork remains a hidden gem, a place where the echoes of the past part the sounds of rushing creeks and the wind in the trees. It's a reminder of those who came before us and the timeless beauty that keeps drawing new adventurers back to these remote trails of Wyoming. So we're approaching one of the more technical sections of the Wyoming BDR. It's a crossing at a place called Mullison Creek. Ahead, there's a steep drop-off that leads straight down to the water. The first few feet are going to be critical to keeping control. It's moments like these that really do test your skills and remind you why you're out here on the trail.
How deep is it?
Oh, I remember seeing this. you're good. Yeah, that would have been probably easier. Yeah, it's not that bad. Yeah, actually, the one to the left of you was a smaller drop. Oh, are you just gonna go to the right of that pile there? Yeah, that's good too. Do it. There you go. Matt, I would go straight forward. Yeah, straight off. Either on the far left or... Yeah, baby.
You must have just ride off this thing.
Yeah. Yeah, right off the thing. Right on that same road that you're on is good.
How much of a drop is that?
It's not much. And honestly, like, it'll help you having a little bit more momentum. There you go. There you go. Keep with it. Keep on it. Nice, dude.
Yeah, dude.
We're on our way to Kennedy Peak, a lesser-known spot in the Medicine Bow Mountains. Named after John F. Kennedy, it reflects the area's history of honoring notable figures. The peak sits at over 10,000 feet, offering panoramic views of the surrounding forests and valleys. Not much is recorded about the early exploration of Kennedy Peak, but much like much of Wyoming, it's a place shaped by miners, ranchers, and adventurers who came through these rugged mountains. Today, it's a quieter destination for those looking to escape the crowds. Looking forward to reaching the summit and taking in a bit of the Wyoming wilderness from up high.
Check out Kennedy.
We're at the base of Kennedy Peak now, one of the more exciting hill climbs on the Wyoming BDR. The trail winds up through rocky terrain with just enough twists and turns to keep things very, very interesting indeed. But little did we know, once we reached the top, we were in for a nasty surprise. approach the top of Kennedy Peak, it's not just the steep climb we're battling. Now we're facing gale force winds, and to make things tougher, Garth has picked up a puncture too.
You have a puncture?
We're here at the top of Kennedy Peak. Quite windy. Quite windy. Not that bad. At the top of Kennedy Peak, we're watching the storm roll in across the valley. The clouds are building and darkening and moving very, very quickly over the distant hills. You can feel a kind of tension knowing it's only a matter of time before this storm is right on top of us. And up here, we've got a front row seat, and it's about to get interesting. As we head down Kennedy Peak, we decide it's time to stop and fix Garth's puncture. It's better to handle it now than deal with a bigger problem later on the ride. Eventually, we decide to pull off to the side, to break out the tools, and to get to work. We need to add a tube to Garth's front tire to keep it from going flat again. It's a quick job, but one that'll save us a lot of trouble further down the road.
It was just a sharp rock that just went.
Yeah,
shoop.
you see how it just shunk.
A little bit forward. Okay.
The good news is...
I don't think if I should try and plug it.
No.
Or
What do you think? I mean, the plug is just gonna... It's gonna plug a nail size hole, right? That's like a good... Take out. Yeah.
There you go.
Got a nice little work.
oh. I forgot to go to lock the back brake.
You could still pinch it with the irons.
Yeah,
I've done that too.
Yeah. They're good. It's not even.
With Garth's tire fixed, we're back on the road and heading toward Elk Mountain. It's a small town named after a nearby peak, which stands at over 11,000 feet. The town itself has a population of just 100 people, but it's got some old western charm. Elk Mountain has a historic hotel that dates back to the 1900s and a couple of cozy spots that might be perfect for the night. We're hoping to find a place to stay and recharge before we hit the trails again tomorrow. We ride into Elk Mountain looking for a place to crash for the night. The first stop is Elk Mountain Hotel. This old gem has been around since the early 1900s and is recommended to stay at as part of the Wyoming BDR tour. It's got that classic Western vibe if you're into that kind of thing. However, we're just hoping they've got a room available, and it's time to find out.
That's actually the hotel, I think, dude. Nice place. Where is everyone?
Is this the famous haunted Elk Mountain hotel?
Where is everyone?
Hello?
This place is definitely haunted, man.
Sleep right there.
It's better than the bed I had last night.
So no luck at the Elk Mountain Hotel, completely booked. But we did find the Elk Mountain Cabins just down the road, and as we pulled up, the owner Lou welcomed us with open arms and luckily had a spot for us to stay for the night. Sometimes things just work out.
Also BDR. Yeah, this is cool. Follow the arrows. On this right. Where are you going, Robbie?
boy.
I have one, actually I have 2 cabins,
Okay.
but one cabin only has 2 beds.
Okay.
And that would be 140 for the night. And then my other cabin has 3 beds, but it's 170. And you can take a look at them if you want.
Okay, but
I'm pretty sure we want 3 beds.
yeah.
Yeah, because I didn't think you'd want someone sleeping on the floor.
Well, Matt doesn't mind sleeping on the floor.
Is it?
You're mad, eh?
Yeah. I slept on the floor last night. Matt.
Matt.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm trying to remember. Oh, this is the Wi-Fi password.
Perfect.
And then, you guys probably went by the Elk Mountain Hotel?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they closed for private events today.
Oh, they are?
Yeah.
That's what they told us anyway.
Yeah, maybe they just didn't want, they heard South African accents and they said, no, we don't want these
I was wondering
Africans.
what that accent was. I was like, "Please don't even guess because you're gonna mess it up." Well, shoot, I wonder if they're gonna be serving it all. I can call them and see if they'll cook some.
Is that the only place to get food?
You can try the cafe in town.
I took a quick ride past, it looked like everything was closed. But,
Yeah. Okay. I'll call them and see if they do anything.
that would be fantastic.
Like, to make it easy on them if they are serving, a private deal.
Yeah.
Could y'all have the same thing?
Yeah.
Yep.
Burgers, fries, chicken.
Whatever
Yeah,
it is,
that's fine.
whatever
That's a
they can
vegan.
do if they...
Shut up, Robert. He's.
Poor Matt, do you want your own cabin?
I know. I'm taking the queen bed.
Oh, yeah, I think
Yeah,
you
these
should
boys
go
can
get
slap, rough it out like I was last night. Lou, is there any way to get any beers in town or anything like that? Or
Well, see, they have this grab and go thing,
oh, they do.
and they are totally closed, huh?
Yeah, there was nobody there.
Yeah.
I'll call.
We.
I'll
Okay.
call.
Thank you.
Thanks, Lou.
What else? The water's very soft. When you guys take a shower, you're gonna feel like you can't. It's not hot. What else?
We could do a barbecue. Huh?
Good.
Yeah. No.
Well, let's see if they've got something
I
if
don't
not,
think they have any pointed.
to buy.
Yeah, that they would cook.
I got a machete, we can go find a cow.
Yeah, that'd be the last time you get some.
Very true.
Some Wyoming guys after me.
Yeah.
It's so nice to sit up on the peak trial.
Hey, big boy. So we have found accommodation. I'm gonna hit it up in the show notes. It's run by a lady called Lou. Coolest chick ever. Organized us like food, gave us some free beers, and we're gonna go sit on the deck, decompress. Pretty jacked, but another great day, another great adventure.
Are we Gucci?
We Gucci. We're gearing up to leave Elk Mountain and head back to Auburn Lodge, where we started our journey on the Wyoming BDR. Our stay was made perfect by Lou at Elk Mountain Cabins, hands down the best place to stay around here. She welcomed us with open arms and made sure we had everything we needed. And we can't forget the food and service at the Elk Mountain Hotel. It was exactly what we needed to recharge. Now it's time to hit the road again and make our way back. Didn't even have to connect them today.
Terracotta. That's where we're going to go.
We're back on the road, leaving Elk Mountain and heading towards a town called Saratoga. It's about 40 miles away, and after a night in the cabins, we're definitely ready for a good breakfast. Saratoga is known for its natural hot springs and small town charm, But right now, we're on a hunt for a place to eat and fuel up for the next part of our ride. Saratoga is a small town with a population of around 1,700 people. Nestled along the North Platte River, it's known for its natural hot springs and outdoor recreation. The town offers visitors a chance to soak in the Hobo hot pool or explore the historic downtown with its unique shops and local eateries. A great stop to relax, recharge, and get a good breakfast before hitting the road again.
Doggy. Saratoga.
That's another just.
So we just had a lack of breakfast and came outside and the rain's rolling in again. We've got about two and a half hours to get back to the car. Garth's planned us a lack of route, so yeah, it's going to be interesting to finish off this last ride.
After a quick breakfast in Saratoga, we're back on the bikes and straight into the eye of the storm. The sky ahead is dark and we can see the rain coming down hard in the distance. We knew we were in for some weather, but this looks like it's going to be a real test.
Come on, dude. Do it. Whoa! Some antelope in the bush. Here comes the rain, dude. It's so unpredictable here, eh?
On our journey, we suddenly realized that we've crossed onto private land. No signs, no warnings, just that gut feeling that we're in the wrong place. Now we're scared, quite frankly, shitless, thinking about what could happen next. Getting arrested would be bad enough, but out here, you worry about something worse, like being shot. We keep moving, hoping to find a way out before anyone notices. Thankfully, we made it back onto public roads. The tension finally lifts. We're out of the danger zone and back where we belong. We didn't stick around to find out what could have happened, and we're glad we didn't have to. Now it's just miles of open road ahead. Now the cold is really relentless, and our hands are starting to, quite frankly, go numb. Fingers are turning purple and blue and barely able to grip the handlebars. Each mile feels longer as the freezing air cuts through the gloves. We keep pushing on though, hoping to find a bit of warmth up on the road ahead.
I can't even tie my helmet up. I can't feel my fingers.
Okay.
Come on. That's...
Let's
get on with it. Such a loss. Such a loss.
So we're almost at the finish, and then it happens. Garth takes an unfortunate spill. Just when we thought we were in the clear, he goes down hard, and it's a rough way for all of us to remember that this isn't exactly a walk in the park. Luckily, he's alright, just a bit shaken up. We get him back on his feet, ready to push through the final stretch back to the car.
Thank fuck for those things. Yes, they're properly saved you there.
Yeah. Oh, you also down?
Well, he was struggling, so I was like, I'm not going to mess with my kickstand.
Thank you, I appreciate that. I was like, it was busy hurting, and I'm like, oh no.
Was your leg trapped underneath the bike?
Yeah, and it was twisting. Okay. Let's go.
So as we wrap up this incredible journey, a big thanks to Garth, aka Garth and Roberts, aka Robbie Bobby, for being part of this incredible adventure. From all the drops to all the detours, they've been right there through it all, and I couldn't have wished for better wingmen. It's these moments shared with great friends that make every adventure ride worth it. I couldn't have asked for better company out here on these trails. Until next time, keep riding, keep exploring, and keep the adventure bike riding journey going.
you see your hands?
A little numb. Is that bad?
Yeah, it was special.
Holy shit, that was just wild. It was just like you're going and it's just the bike just goes wherever it wants to go.
Yeah.
You put your feet out and it's like you're just skating.
That's the thing. Normally you could just put your foot down, stabilize. In this case, it was like,
Yeah. And that time I was just going like that last time there. That was just like the front tire just went completely out. And it was just like, because all the other times I could see it happening, right? So I could like preempt, sort of jump off. That time, foot was under the bike. I was like, oh.
this is the most temperamental weather
Yeah,
ever.
ever.
I mean, the terrain's not even crazy,
Yeah.
but the weather.
If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe, and most importantly, share it with your favorite MotoBrewski.